Thank you very much for coming, and we will discuss one verse from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is it is a book written by Srila Vyasadeva, very famous sage, especially in Kali. It's a literature incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna. And we will read verse number, chapter number 2 and verse number 67. We need to chant special
Tarvitko joku suomenkielistä käännöstä?
Okay, translation. We need some
Eipä. Okei.
English translation.
No niin.
Okay, special mantra, the Bhagavad Gita, Vaishnava meditation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Okay, text now, text 67. Checking number 2. Indriyam chi charatam yam nidhiyate tadasya hariti praja vayur navam ivam vasi. Translation of Srila Prabhupada. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. So, purport of Srila Prabhupada. Unless all of the senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, even one of them engaged in sense gratification can deviate the devotee from the path of transcendental advancement. As mentioned in the life of Maharaja Ambarisha, all of the senses must be engaged in Krishna consciousness, for that is the correct technique for controlling the mind. And according to Srila Prabhupada, it is very, very interesting text from Bhagavad Gita. There is science how to control our consciousness. Our movement is named Krishna consciousness. We need to focus our consciousness to Krishna. According to Rupa Goswami Bhakti-rasamrita Singh, who practice in Kali Yuga, Bhakti Yoga practice is chanting of holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Shri Krishna himself, Supreme Personality of Godhead, gave us this Bhagavad Gita, this verse too. And Lord Shri Krishna came, manifested in our planet 500 years ago as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and gave us, shared for us, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Kevalam, Prabhu, Nastya Yoga, Tiranya. By the chanting of the holy name, by the chanting of the holy name, by the chanting of the holy name, we can reach all results of all spiritual practice and all kinds of yogis. Okay, and Rupa Goswami said we need to focus our mind to Supreme Personality of Lord, Supreme Personality of Lord Shri Krishna. And don't need to reject this focus of meditation. It is Krishna consciousness. Consciousness fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. And there is a science, practice of Bhakti Yoga, of Krishna consciousness. And in any big temple, there is a training for brahmacharis who is staying and doing service in the temple, preaching outside, or do some service inside. And for brahmacharis, Srila Prabhupada gave equal possibilities and equal freedom, and for men and for women. Any can be devotee in our movement, any can have initiation, first and second, and any can preach and distribute Krishna consciousness and vision for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what is the practice? What is the idea of training? We have our material reality has some levels of existence. First, our senses, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, our skin, like this, touching possibility. And we have mind. Mind, it is all our ideas in our head, and some desires in our heart. And other than intelligence, mind, there is intelligence. Intelligence is our picture of our life, our viewpoint. What is bad, what is good, what is our goal, our life, or this day, what is goal of this day, for example. It is very interesting thing, intelligence. For example, money. It is good or bad. For renounced person, it's not so good. But for grihasthas, it is good. Duty to collect money. Yeah. It is viewpoint, it is different intelligence of renounced person, devotees, and family person, devotees. And idea of our practice is very interesting. We have intelligence, we have mind, with our desires. Desires is like, I don't know, like wind. A lot of desires, maybe thousands during one day we have. Any moment, maybe some another desire. I like this, I like that, I like I have interest about this, about that. Yes, we have our senses, eyes, yes, we have our mind with desires, and we have intelligence with our goal of this day or our life. And idea is, in Krishna consciousness, very difficult to control the mind. It's not so easy. We need to be transcendental to this material world. But very easy to control, to focus our senses. For example, we can walk in by bicycle. Yeah, we need to be trained, but after that, no problem. Even kids can use bicycle. Yeah, because controlling all the senses is very easy, quite easy. Yeah. And controlling of the mind or intelligence is very, very easy. Why? We can say, okay, now we are cooking for Krishna. Okay, you are cutting, you will cut potato, you will, I don't know, do some fig, you will make samosas, for example. Okay, very easy. Yeah? Try to do samosa, try to cut potato. It's very easy. Every day we do this activity. Because we have goal. Our intelligence is focused by some target. Very easy to control intelligence. Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, Sanchitananda, Sarvakara. Yes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jivara Swarupa Hare Krishna Radhika. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Yes. Good. It is very easy. It is intelligence. And senses. Now we are hearing philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. It is very easy. And between intelligence and our senses, there is a mind with a lot of desires. Maybe go to walk, better air, I don't know. Maybe while we are sitting on the floor, maybe you go to the sofa like this. A lot of desire during lecture. Yes, it is fine. It's a little bit wild. Little like small child. Small children are personification of mind. Yeah, they're trying, jumping, running, turning, screaming. No, yeah, mind is like this. Yes, and how to control our mind, very interesting. There is, I studied in university in 2 departments, theory of mathematics and philosophy of science. And in mathematics department, we studied one lemma, one statement about two policemen. Lemma about two policemen. If some person was arrested by two policemen, and one is fixed left hand, and another policeman fixed right hand, and both this policeman is go to police office, where will be the arrested person? This question. One go to police office, another go to police office, and between person, yes, sure, this person will go to police office. It is evident. You understand, yes? And the same situation. One is policeman is our intelligence in Krishna consciousness. I am servant of Krishna. I am follower of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya. Good. I am member of his good. Okay. And our senses, another policeman, I am doing some service. I am cutting, cleaning, I am doing some girland for deities, any service. So good distributor, I am a good distributor. Yes, my senses, another policeman, and all these two policemen fixed or going to Krishna. And when will our mind be focused to Krishna too? Very difficult to focus mind. But possible, very easy to fix our senses and our intelligence. And it is secret of Krishna consciousness. Need to focus your intelligence to Krishna, Krishna Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are servant of the Krishna, eternal servant, your spiritual soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And your senses. It is the secret of Krishna consciousness. And every person, brahmachari who is staying in the temple and doing the regular service, need to know this secret. You cannot control your mind. Don't try. But fix your intelligence and fix the senses, and automatically mind will focus. Understand? It is quite easy. For example, we have device for switching off light. Very easy. Oops. Press the button and light. This good. But if we have no this understanding, how we inspire all lamps to give a light, it's already easy. Go by steps and what, or possible to put some candles, for example, and put fire, like in some place on the altar. Near Vaishnava Prabhupada, is to candles, yeah, lampadas, yeah, with ghee, yeah, put fire. This in the morning during Prabhupada puja. We are doing this, yes, but better to press the button like this. The same situation with this telephone. I put one. I push one button. Oh, yes, I can see time. This is a signal that in Krishna consciousness, every day we need 2 hours read Prabhupada's books. Why? For focusing our intelligence. First hour in Srimad Bhagavatam lecture in 7:45 before breakfast, and second Bhagavad Gita evening lecture. It is standard of Srila Prabhupada. If you have, one time I was leader of the temple with 100 brahmacharis, 60 boys and 30 maybe girls. How to control 100 brahmacharis? Impossible. And every person has personal mind. How to help this person to control mind? By reading Prabhupada's books in morning, Bhagavatam, at 7 o'clock or 7:30, and 7 in evening, Bhagavad Gita. You are devotee. You need to serve Krishna. It will produce extra spiritual happiness. Prabhupada said, and some service between evening and morning lecture, you need to have some service. Some ways, bigger part of all ashram was book distributors. Please take Prabhupada's books. Another was prasadam distributors. Please take samosa, please, like this. Some devoted to Harinamas, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, please join me. Like this. Some did construction of the temple, which is key temple, 8 floors. 3 underground and 5 above. And need to do construction. Some maybe 5. Some energy, some a lot of service. Some now preaching in Namahat, a lot of service. Need to have service between morning and evening. Not so intensive, not to be tired, but regular service. No problem. 100 devotees staying together without problem, without debates, without confrontation, and all are happy. Wonderful. It's not so difficult if you know the secret. Intelligence need to focus to Krishna, and your senses need to be focused to Krishna by activity. Finish. And you wait, after some years or maybe 10 or 15 years, your mind will not focus at all. And your japa will absolutely clear and attentive. Because you are servant of Krishna, and now Prabhupada asked to change up, and we are chanting Hare Krishna, full concentration. And we use our senses, we use beads by touching our fingers like this. Hare Krishna, and clear consciousness. It is very good, very good. But it is very easy in temple. But what about our flats out of the temple? We need to organize this thing. We need to organize. It is our duty. How often we need every day read Bhagavad Gita in evening and Srimad Bhagavatam in the morning, even in our own places. Sometimes it is not so official, like not 1 hour, like in temple, but usually I have experience to help with organize personal life of Krishna consciousness, and usually kitchen Srimad Bhagavatam is the kitchen. Welcome to Vihasya life. I asked my younger brothers, are you reading Srimad Bhagavatam in the morning? Yes, but in the kitchen. My wife, maybe 15 minutes cooking breakfast. I don't know, pan cookies, like, I don't know, some porridges. I'm reading Bhagavatam. And sometimes I came and I write Bhagavatam, both of them in kitchen. Because a lot of duties and children, and we prepare to work like this. And okay, 15, 20 minutes, Bhagavatam, kitchen Srimad Bhagavatam. One time in Köln temple. Köln, it is like capital of Germany. Born actually office town, but it is very small, 20 kilometers from Köln. Köln is 1 million population, capital of Germany. And quite big temple, 4 floors inside of the city, and this this house, 4-floor temple belongs to his home. It is not rented. It is a very good place. Wonderful deities, maybe 1.5 meters tall, quite big, made of marble. Very beautiful. It is main place of Bhakti Bhushan Maharaj, disciple of Prabhupada, sannyasi, initiated spiritual master, and he is GBC in Latin America. It's very popular, very wonderful. His place of staying, maybe half of year he's staying at his current temple, absolutely wonderful. And one time I tried to give Bhagavatam lecture. I sang Jayarada Madhava and start to see only 3 devotees in morning in the altar room. I asked, where are advanced? Because 10, 15 devotees staying in the temple regularly. The devotee said some special preparation for sadhana now. Needs, I don't know, some why isn't enough? Then usually it's some special action. Need to distribute some prasadam, some I forgot or festival or something. Maybe food for life, I don't know. And I asked how many in kitchen? 5. Or here 3. Okay, go to kitchen. Go to kitchen all together. And we had Bhagavatam teaching all 8. Bhakti Bhushan Maharaj start to check situation, start to find us. Where are the words? Finally in kitchen. Why are you in kitchen? Maharaj, we are here today, only in kitchen, not in the okay, yes. Yes, because the devotee need to hear. It is very good, very wonderful. Yes, first is hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita every day, maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe one verse from Bhagavad Gita in evening, maybe like this. And after that, senses need to have picture of Krishna in our flat, in our apartments, need to take only Bhagavad Prasadam, very good quality. One new Grihastha couple started to be its marriage ceremony, Vaishnava marriage ceremony. And all the experience, this big experience, Grihastha started to give blessings to this couple. And one said, chant japa attentively chant your japa, and be careful during preparation and offering prasadam. You need to have a very high level prasadam, and you will be happy, you will be successful. Yes. Okay, and we need to cook in good consciousness, we need to prepare and offer in good consciousness prasadam, and after them, do prasadam. No another thing. If we are no possibility, we cannot go to home, no prasadam finished, and we are, I don't know, possible buy some fruit or something from market, but need to offer. At least Pranama mantra of Srila Prabhupada, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Krishna, Bhutale, Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Tinamine, Namaste, Saraswati, Gauravani, Pichayana, Shunyavadi, Bhakti Krishna, it will prasadam. Don't need to take not offered food. Need to take only prasadam. Yes, and very interesting picture of Krishna, prasadam, communication with devotees, family members are devotees, and very interesting, need to organize spiritual sound in our place. Or Japa Prabhupada, or some kirtan, maybe not so high level volume of the sound. Maybe sounds of Vrindavan. Yeah, and devotees are very happy by this small sound, maybe small, but presence of transcendental sound, vibration, it's very significant. During night, and in the temple, we need to have the same situation. One spiritual master, Chaitanya Prabhu, he said, not first in our temple is puja, after then sadhana, and after then sound inside of the temple. Constantly transcendental sound. In any room, in this, in that, transcendental sound. No place without transcendental vibration. It is for senses. You need to control senses. Sometimes there is intensive service, but sometimes no. Sometimes devotee or have time for resting, and not for maybe need to sleep or need to rest. At least maybe too tired, have legs or arms. Yes, and so Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, I'm servant to Krishna. I'm servant to Krishna. I'm happy in Krishna consciousness. Yes, it is very interesting. It's so difficult to control mind, but you don't need to control mind. Don't need to go by steps to the ceiling and try to inspire this lamp to generate a shining. No, we need to put bottom. We need to focus our senses in Krishna consciousness and intelligence in Krishna consciousness. It is very easy. It is secret of big temples of ISKCON. And all grihasthas. Because the grihastha ashram, it is independent ashram or center of Krishna consciousness. Every grihastha place. It's very good. Okay, and maybe some story. Yes, it was in first temple of ISKCON in New York in the 60s. Srila Prabhupada used big pot with gulab jamuns. Our Krishna consciousness, okay, it was big pot made of glass and gulab jamuns, very sweet balls, very tasty, absolutely wonderful. And this pot was situated near the entrance, main entrance in the temple. And any can take any number of gulab jamuns in any time. So asking permission. It was a strategy of Srila Prabhupada. And disciples said, yeah, it was correct, absolutely good, absolutely right strategy. And sometimes, one time, one devotee said, my mind started to be absolutely crazy, and started attacking me. My service, you are service, do service to Krishna. Go away, you are a free person, you are a spiritual soul, part of Krishna. You are like, I'm not. And my mind started to play these games, and I agree with mind. Okay, I will go away from the temple and from Krishna consciousness, from Prabhupada, and I am in big determination. I am focusing mind to going out to finish my Krishna consciousness. I came to the main exit and try to go away and oh no, Gulab Jamuns. Oh no, Gulab Jamuns. It is only in Krishna consciousness, Gulab Jamuns. I need to take some Gulab Jamuns. Yes, 5, why not? Okay, and you decided to eat these Gulab Jamuns and Gulab Jamuns. It's very good and very tasty and quite heavy food. And I started to think, okay, I need to go out from Krishna Prabhupada temple, but I need to rest before I started my way out of Krishna consciousness. Okay, I need to rest, and after that I will go away from Krishna consciousness. And he started to rest 1-2 hours, and after that he wake up, no desire to finish his Krishna consciousness. Lord Jamuns attacked this Krishna consciousness. Desire to live with Krishna consciousness. No, it is senses and intelligence together. Oh, it's very sweet, very tasty. Intelligence said, okay, yes, please take it immediately. And since it's the same situation, go to the Lord and Srila Prabhupada knew about this. Which is it's reality of practice. And what if you have no enough intelligence focus on Krishna consciousness and not enough senses controlling in Krishna consciousness, focusing on the sense, what we will have? I heard from Srila Nirajan Sai, my Diksha Guru. He said, I was in one temple. It was in 60s, or in 70s, he joined to 71. In 70s, and it was 3 floors temple of ISKCON. And some number of, I don't know, brahmacharis staying in the temple, some servants. And one brahmachari was so weak in Krishna consciousness. His unique service was to clean steps, 3 floor building, main steps. Only this. it's possible to do during 20 or 50 minutes. It is not a big service. He did the service every day, but he had no focusing on the intelligence, no focusing on the senses. And what we will have in the result, Raj Maharaj said, he started with enthusiasm. Okay, I'm starting to clean these steps. 1, 2, 3, and after that stop. And he started to think, why I need to serve Krishna? Why I stay here? Maybe go to the beach and do some swimming or gaming or playing. And it was this period of thinking, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. He's staying and seeing inside his mind like this, and all the watchers can see this. And after that, he is starting to sit on the steps, what I will do out of the temple, maybe not, maybe, oh no, what? Need to rent a flat, need to have a job for cooking some prasadam. No. Temple is better. He started second time, very enthusiastic, to clean some steps, maybe 5 after the stop. Why I need to follow Prabhupada? Why my friends are very kind to me? And next, all day, his simple, short service usually has had duration of all day from morning to evening. Krishna, it is our no absence of focusing intelligence and focusing on the senses. It is tragedy, and all devotees can see this and trying to help him. Please, you are devotee, good devotee, please, serve to Krishna. Please, may help you change your water or something. Help your senses like this. Okay, this is description of this word, verse. Main idea: we have senses, we have mind, we have intelligence, and we need to keep fixed in Krishna consciousness, our intelligence. We are serving to Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Shri Krishna, and we need to use our senses, gross senses, legs, arms, eyes, ears, in Krishna service. And after this, during this activity, our mind is focused on Krishna consciousness, and we will have it. And if our number of our community, temple members, 100, 1,000, no problem. It's secret of happy Krishna consciousness. Krishna. Yes, we have some questions, comments. Is it interesting? It is main idea of big temple. And every has happened, every household. Okay, some questions, comments. Yes?
You said there's the 2 policemen, and then to control the mind, or in a way, yes? So then once this is done, is the next step to cultivate the desire, or is that also the mind, the desire in the heart that's mind, that's same as mind, okay.
Yeah, mind including our desires. Okay. Very difficult to fight with desires. It is last picture or example. Yes, this boy trying to fight with mind, with desires. It is very difficult. Possible, but very difficult. Don't need focus your intelligence, focus your senses. And both of them was like 2 policemen will fix mind. It's practice of Krishna consciousness. There is theory and philosophy, and there is a practice. Like this. I like not only philosophy, but practice too. Because I'm trying to help some Vaishnavas, some families, some temples. Yeah, it's practical. Some other questions? Comments? Krishna, yes?
Krishna, thank you so much. It was very inspiring and practical lecture, but I was thinking about this last story you were telling about this brahmachari, his intelligence and the senses were not able to focus them. So was there in the end like some cure
Hey. It is classical temple practice. There is some another type. If you have one way to some place by car, for example, you have some another way. Another possibility to practice is to open your heart to Srila Prabhupada. Without details, open your heart to Srila Prabhupada, put Srila Prabhupada in your heart, surrender to Srila Sweet of Srila Prabhupada, and you will have the same result, but without understanding what I'm doing, like this. And it is possible. Example, Srila Prabhupada came to Mumbai very quite often, sometimes a year, every year, because it was construction of Juhu temple, reasons, and big festivals in Mumbai directly. And he's staying in one family. They had a very big apartment, and Srila Prabhupada had rooms for him, for his disciples, and some other rooms. And the leader or father of this family was devoted very kindly to Srila Prabhupada. But when his son was constantly opposite Prabhupada, and any time, any day, he asked some contradiction, debate questions to Prabhupada every day, this. And he read Prabhupada's book and corrected questions from book in the middle of debate. And Prabhupada is coming and he showed him 20 or 30 questions. He was constantly in debate mode with Prabhupada. It was some years, some years. And every time he debated with Prabhupada. And finally, one time, he said to Father, okay, I checked Prabhupada. He is absolutely pure devotee and brilliant servant of Prabhupada. I need to surrender him. Next time I will initiate it by Prabhupada. And Father said, unfortunately, Prabhupada left his body. He will come more. And so this boy said, oh, Krishna. And he initiated Prabhupada Swami and started to be formal disciple of Pradhanatha Swami, but he is object of special mercy of Srila Prabhupada, because Srila Prabhupada, hours by hours, explained him some things, gave answer to his questions, and other things. Yeah, and surrender. Yes, he accepted Prabhupada. It was very difficult to accept Prabhupada. He fighted some years, but after, okay, I surrender. I have no problem. Until our day, he's one of the brilliant devotees in Chopati Center. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, it is another style.
He passed away already.
Yeah. Okay, our time is finishing. Thank you very much for your kind attention and tolerant hearing my English not native language, sorry. But philosophy and practice of Krishna consciousness is very powerful. Please focus your intelligence, senses, and you will have wonderful result. Hare Krishna. Radha Rachima Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Prabhu,
Yes,
thank you. Good to see you.